One of the things I really admired about Bob Avila is he had a keen business sense. He knew how to make money out of the horse industry. He knew how to put deals together, but he also knew that his assistant trainers were his greatest strength and greatest tool to getting better horses and better customers. You know, Todd Bergen won the Reign of Futurity under Bob Avila. You know, Todd Bergen, John Slack. There was a lot of Donnie Bricker. There was a lot of great horse trainers that came, Robbie Boyce, that came out of Avila's training program. And he would let his assistant trainers show quite a bit. Not only show quite a bit, but win. You know, Todd Bergen was a perfect example. Todd Bergen won the 1995 Futurity on Today's My Lucky Day. You know what I mean? And Todd trained that horse and worked his ass off on that horse and won. Most horse trainers, when they figured out that was the better horse, most horse trainers would have jerked that horse from that assistant trainer in a heartbeat and gone and shown him. And Bob told me one day, I'm not going to use the guy's name, but we'll just say he's a short little fat fuck that's retired in the reining world, and we'll leave it at that. This short little fat fuck horse trainer walked up to Avila when Bergen won the Futurity on Today's My Lucky Day. This short little fat fuck reining trainer walked up to Avila and said, "I can't believe you were that stupid to let that kid go show that horse and win and beat you in the Reign of Futurity." And you know what Avila said? He said, Todd trained the horse, Todd worked on the horse, Todd deserved it, and he won. You know what I mean? That took a lot of credit and balls to stand up for your assistant trainer when another guy in the industry is basically throwing shit at you. You're an idiot. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, this other idiot we're talking about that we didn't mention names, but again, he's a short little fat fuck that was retired, okay? He's never had one assistant that worked in his business that ever won. Do you know why? Because every time they started to get to be good, every time they started to become a threat, they just magically disappear. They'd magically have to get a new job because he was threatened of anybody coming up and beating his ass. Avila loved it when his assistant trainers got to beat him. He took pride in it. He took pride in the fact that I helped train these kids. These kids worked their ass off. These kids earned that win. Not only that, it was a very good business model because when I first came to the States in 1997, I called Bob Avila looking for a job. My whole career would have been completely different if Bob would have given me a job. I called him up from Australia. I need a job. I want to come work for you. You're the best of the best. He said, "I'm sorry, but I'm full. I don't have any openings." I wanted to go work for this guy. Do you know why? Because assistant trainers knew what trainers would let them go show. So he had a line of people, young, talented boys and girls that wanted to go work for him. He had the pick of the industry of the talent because he'd let them go show. He gave them the credit. He didn't, get jealous of them or get threatened by them or anything like that. So Bob Avila had more great assistant trainers come out of his business model and barn than any trainer in the cutting, reining, or cow horse world. Because he let them be winners. He trained them to be winners. He wasn't threatened by them. And he told me one other time, he said, "Clinton, not only that, I couldn't show them all." He said, and especially if the horse maybe didn't have not quite enough talent for me, it sure had plenty of talent for this young guy to go show and go win. And he said, and now the customer's happy, the horse is getting shown and winning, the trainer's happy, I'm happy, everybody wins out of this deal. So he was really smart about not letting his ego interfere with good business practices. He wasn't threatened by talent. In fact, he embraced young talent. He loved young talent coming up through his ranks. And I just really admired that about Bob. You know what I mean? Most trainers, 99% of them, when they figured out the assistant trainers got a better horse than what they're riding, they would have jerked that horse in a heartbeat. Todd Bergen won the Futurity on Today's My Lucky Day because Todd worked his ass off on the horse, did a great job on the horse, and Avila let him go show all the way through, and he deserved the credit that he got, and he won, and he deserved it. And it was really good when Avila stood up for him when that other trainer was throwing shit at him like, "You're an idiot for letting your assistant beat you on a horse in the Futurity." Avila shoved it right back up that guy's ass, okay? But I just have the utmost respect for Avila and his business model.